Hey loves, welcome to 27 Ways to Cook an Egg and talk about life while doing it. This is where recipes meet real talk, straight from my kitchen to yours. Let's crack into it. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 27 Ways to Make an Egg. Today I have on this episode Miss Vicky Story. Sunshine is what we call her. I'm so excited to have you on today.
We're here.
Here we go. Okay. So we're here today to discuss medium boiled egg, which is not my favorite, but I'm excited about it because it's not my favorite because it's a little more cooked than I like, but that's perfect because it goes into our topic around waiting season and what it means to have to wait. Miss Vicky Story, I love having you today because you are such a beautiful example of patience. And I would love to hear how you got to that point in your life to become the patient mama of three, wonderful wife, but really, truly entrepreneur and just woman of God and beauty in this world. So we'll start, and then I would love for you to jump in and kind of share maybe an example of waiting season.
Definitely.
All right. So let's go ahead and start boiling our water.
Okay.
Because those are our instructions.
Add some water. I think I might need to add a little bit more water.
Right. So we're going to boil our water first.
Okay.
And then as we're boiling our water, once it's boiled, we're going to go ahead and add the egg. I don't know if on the recipe it calls to add a little bit of vinegar. I don't add vinegar to mine, but you are welcome to.
You don't add vinegar to the water?
You add vinegar to the water because it helps the egg not crack.
Oh, well,
I know.
So I'm going to add a little bit of it.
Yeah, you can add some vinegar. Yeah, you can add it. It reminds me of like Easter. Remember like the Easter eggs when you like dip the Easter egg in the...
Or you had that little wire where you...
the little wiry thing and you stick in the... Oh, yes. That taste of egg. Okay, so as we're boiling our water, I'd love to hear from you just the conversation you may have had with yourself around what it meant to wait and patiently wait for something to come through in your life.
Well, I think I've been told that I have a lot of patience and have a very calm demeanor. And I think that does come from the ability to wait, right? And that could be as simple as, waiting for your partner to be on the same page and or waiting on, I don't know, just in line at the coffee shop. Those types of, there are two different types of waiting, right? It's like the physical, actual sitting in line and waiting at the DMV and the places where you really feel like you can be doing so much. But I'll start with that first. Basically, it's like, where are you rushing off to? Because I think that that's one of the things that's missing. That's a very huge piece of why people don't have that patience, is that they feel like they have to get to the next place, which means that you're not actually being present in the moment of the wait. I was just talking to my sister about that, and I was telling her, I was like, you have to pay attention to those around you. So let's say, for instance, I'm at the coffee shop, right? And I've been praying to have this connection with somebody that, let's just say for this purpose, right? Somebody that knows technology really well, right? And I'm in line at the coffee shop and the young kid in front of me goes hey, how you gonna start talking? And, I'm not rushing. I'm very calm and patient and, talking about just shoot the shit. Oops.
Right.
Shooting and he starts telling me about him doing technology or he wanted to be a part of this digital world and that moment of connection you would have missed, right? Because you are impatient and because you're paying attention to everybody else except for what you're intentionally moving with that day or that prayer, that meditation for that morning might have been for you to, be able to access those resources.
I love that, Vicky. There's so many moments. Well, I mean, I love because there's so many moments I think where we, especially as moms, where it's there are moments where it's we're go, 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 go. And sometimes for me, at least, waiting is not an option. In my mind, I'm thinking waiting is not but I do, as you said, learning to slow it down and be okay with the wait because nothing is that important.
Right.
It's and I'm really stressing that even to my kids right now. It's learning to be okay and comfortable in the wait. And it's so messy, right? And especially when you're young, because you go from being a toddler or it's a baby to a toddler and they're so impatient. And now having these kids who are 9 and 11, your son is now 8th grade.
14,
You know,
14 in a couple days.
Oh my gosh. So even in that moment, right, it's like watching Mason go through his steps in waiting, right, and being patient and the growth that comes from that. I love that we're in our season of growth to be able to be that for them and be that example for them of what it
Yeah,
means to wait.
absolutely. I 100% agree with that. But our patients can also teach them that they can see the value of the waiting, right? So Mia calls me the other day and she's talking about, I just want, my job to, respond to my email. I'm going to turn this down because it's boiling already, but I want to finish this. Go.
Oh, let's do this. Throw your egg in, girl. Throw your egg in.
Oh, should I throw the egg in?
Throw your egg in. I'm gonna start the timer. Once you throw you throw your egg in, I'm gonna start the timer.
I think I'm going to do a few because that way.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do a few. So I'm using a spoon. Are you using a spoon to put yours in?
I'm using a spoon because I'm following instructions.
Yes, follow the red. I love that.
I'm really good at that too, actually.
I love that.
I'm a logistics person, even though they call me.
You are a logistics person. You are a logistics person.
We'll
in all the right ways.
Well, because we're going to throw in some Spanish, because that's what happens in this household.
Throw it in there, girl. Throw a little Spanish. All right. So when you're done, are you done? All your eggs are in? So
all my eggs are in.
Okay. So I'm going to ask this beautiful Alexa.
Lord.
There she goes. Please set a timer for 8 minutes.
Girl, it's hot over the stove.
Okay, it is very hot, but it's okay. We're getting spicy.
Gonna be fine.
Right?
It's gonna be fine.
We're getting spicy. We're getting spicy. Okay, so please. So Mia called you, and
so Mia calls me about a job that she had in the summertime, and she couldn't wait. She wanted to know, like, I need to know if I have this job. I said, Mia, there's no rush to the job because it's all divine. Everything in the world is divine. So you have to pay attention to why she's not calling you. And just allow it to breathe, right? And that she called me literally this morning. Says, "Oh my gosh, I got a call from another job."
Oh my gosh! Gosh!
Yeah, and it was like one of those where she was so elated. She's like running around the streets of New York. She's like, "I gotta pee, but I had to go walk. I'm so excited." And at that moment, I told her, and I made sure that she understood that patience brought her
right.
Kind of like an intention and movement in what she was trying to move towards in her fashion world, right? And now she's able to like take that note and apply it. And
absolutely.
Yeah. And so the end comment to that is when you have your heart so set on what the expectation is, you're not allowing for the beautiful, manifestation of the thing that we're trying to dream of or manifest. It's, we're not even allowing it because we're blocking it because we're not patient enough.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. I love what I heard you say too in that is this moment of the opportunity, what's possible. It's like possibility, right? Because of something else came about because of her patience.
Yes.
And a position that may have been better for her and something that could be completely different than what she thought she actually wanted in that moment.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And to be young in New York and like that freshness.
I know.
I love that for her.
Yeah, I think that that's something that we all, need to take notes on too, is that, when I was younger, when I was in college, I had no patience at all. I wanted to leave the house. I had to escape.
Ready to go.
Under the, the hammer of the father and the parents, and and it's like, I couldn't wait to leave. But then now I'm like, what was I leaving to? Why was I in such a rush?
That. Well, and the thing is too, is like, we know now what it means to be on your own. So it's like, take me back to those moments of like the security, not having the financial stress, whatever the case may be, right? Of what you don't realize. Again, that's that rushing and not waiting and thinking that there's some, and that's a beauty, right? The beauty of being young. What I love so much, so I'm going to just share around you and your kids is even in that, like, I can see just the calmness and the patience in your children because of who you are. And them wanting to be around you, calling you, being present with you. I think it's so incredible. We all strive for that, Vicky, over here.
Thank you.
We're striving for that. Most definitely.
Thank you. But it's also too, like, allowing them to make mistakes. And I think that's like, as a mom, it's like, that's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to control their every move. And they don't become these independent thinkers.
Boy.
Because we're not allowing for them to be in their own patience, and their time and their clock is different than our clocks.
Percent.
Don't take that into consideration.
And I would love to know, even so, your three kids, you talked about Mason and Mia, and I'd love to know, even with where Renee is right now with her life and what she's doing in her life, what experiences can you share with mothers of, girls in college, and what it means to be patient for them and creating that space for them in the waiting game?
For Renee specifically, she's a senior now in college. So
Oh my gosh,
I know. It's insane because I'm still 21. I don't know about y'all, but but one of the things that I think that I can share with mothers, especially as you move into university, right?
Yeah.
And that's that's the door to adulthood, right? Graduating college and then having to start their lives. But one thing that I know that parents go through when their children enter college is that they're left hanging, or they're left like, well, what next? And so the parents don't have the patience. They want to, what do you want to do? What's your major? What do you, are you, they don't even ask if you're happy in the major that you're in, right? It's just like, what's the next step? How are you going to pay your bills? Okay, this is it. After college, I ain't paying for shit, Right. But it's like they're not even given the opportunity to with what they have just accomplished, which is a 4-year degree, sometimes more. I mean, I had several years beyond that. But I think my gift and advice to parents is that after the kids have their accomplishments, whether it's high school, whether it's college, whether it's getting their GED, or whether it's, passing their driver's license, whatever that is, parents should allow for the child to sit with their success and not put themselves onto their child to say, okay, now what's next? Because they don't even know. They're babies.
Yes.
And I'm speaking now from the wisdom of what, the age I am and all of the different, things that I have had to wait.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like, allow them to feel their success, and it's okay to just sit for a second. I encourage Renee. I was like, you don't have to do anything. She's like, I think I want to travel and go maybe film in a Spanish speaking country to sharpen up my Spanish. And I said, it's a great idea.
It's so amazing.
I said, put together a budget and see what you need to do. And listen, there's so many people that backpack after. They don't go from hostel to hostel, but at least it's her being able to silence enough to be creative.
Yes.
And that's missing, I think. And that was missing in my childhood. I'd never silenced my brain enough to feel my heart and what the passion is to lead me to where I can have true joy and true happiness with myself, not even everybody else around me. So that's my gift to all the parents out there.
Love that. I love that because what I hear again is just this vision, right? It's for me at least, I had a vision in my life and what I wanted to accomplish, but there's also this part of you that's you got to get a job, you got to go to school, you got to do this, then you got to do this, you got to, and all of these steps. And what I hear you saying is that there's so much freedom in giving space for kids to work through it and to figure it out, and not necessarily tell them what the next step is, because we so often get burnt out from all of the next steps. So by the time you're in your 40s, you're just why am I doing this? This is not what I wanted for my life. And you have these stories, right? Of my parents told me I had to do this, and I had to get a job, and I had to get a house, and I had to get married. And then you're realizing, oh, thank you, Letson. So we're speaking, we get to move our eggs. Do you have your water? Do you have your ice water?
Ice water.
Go get some ice water. Some ice water for your eggs.
That's some ice water.
You gotta turn your eggs off too, girl. You don't want them to overheat.
Then we will not have medium. We'll have full boiled.
Hard boiled, which is also not my favorite type of egg.
I have full of ice. Okay.
All right, and you just let it sit. So we'll let it sit for about 2 more minutes.
The eggs in the hot water?
In the cold water.
Oh,
You're still cooking. Put them in the cold water.
I just spilled water all over my kitchen floor, and my dog's not even there to lick it up. It would be too loud.
Okay. You need
have mercy. Okay. More ice.
And this is perfect. That's all right. So this ice bath is gonna be great. It's gonna cool it down very quickly.
Okay.
And stop our eggs from cooking. So you're good. You're good.
Ooh, that was huge deal.
Your time is up.
Let me tell you, the fact that we're talking about college and kids not knowing how to boil an egg, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna send it to all kids in college. Oh yeah.
This is perfect. This is the easy snack. This is the affordable. Well, now, I mean, eggs are now back to being affordable, but this is an affordable snack.
Yes.
When I was a
Absolutely.
kid, mom was like, boil an egg. There's a hard-boiled egg in the kitchen.
Right, exactly. Dog.
I love it. Okay, so while your eggs, I'm gonna let your eggs cool off a little more. Mine are actually nice and cool. I have I'm gonna go ahead and peel this. I have this thing around composting. I'm really into composting. But
you know, of course, Mia got me on this girl wants to save the world. She probably will.
I love
But yes, I have my
yes, but you can't compost eggshells.
what? Lord.
That's what I believe. Don't fact check me on that. Let me fact check myself to make sure that's a true statement. Because I'm now living in a place where I would like to compost. I'm able to compost. And I believe, I don't know. I thought I heard that. So I guess I ask my son because he's a master.
Well, I guess you could ask Alexa too.
I could ask Alexa. Here's the thing though. I'm teaching my children to not always go to the fastest resource to get the information.
I'm here. I'm just kidding.
I know, right? I know. So I have finished my beautiful egg.
Okay.
Which I'm super pumped about. I mean, it's perfect. It's like I'm just gonna use my fingers here. It's like perfectly
wow.
medium boiled there, right? So it's got a very nice yellowy inside. It's not 8 minutes. And it's like it's cooked enough.
Look, I was complaining about them not learning how to boil an egg, and I'm learning how to make a medium boiled egg.
It's a medium boiled egg. I like a runny egg, but this is technically like, it's cooked. So it's perfect for those of us that are looking for something like that. Restaurant approved.
Am I able to try mine?
I'm like, please try your egg. Yes.
Mine was just as successful.
I want to see your egg.
It said crack it on all sides.
Crack it on all sides. And the longer it sits in the water, the better. It's going to be nice, easier to peel. And I usually peel mine. I like to peel it inside the bowl. Get the shells off. That's just me.
Let's see.
So I get to eat this.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah. A little salt, pepper here.
Let's see my egg.
It's your egg. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Beautifully.
It's perfect.
It's like an ombre yellow.
It's like an ombre yellow. This is, to me, this is like an egg. This is what I would eat if I made ramen for my kids, because my kids don't like runny eggs. So this is like the perfect. Mia likes a runny egg. Ben does not like runny eggs. So this would be the perfect ramen. I would put this in a bowl of ramen.
And you didn't even have to wait that long.
We didn't have to wait that long. Exactly. Boiled. It's the boiling water that takes the longest. Okay. Before we wrap up, I would love for people to know, one, where they can find you. And we're going to obviously share a little bit of
Central. No, actually, my website is
perfect. Go ahead.
SunshineInSouthCentral.com. That is my website. And my IG handle is at Vicky Story. I'll cut you off though.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're fine. So I'm gonna say that there are so many reasons why I love you. So many. And the biggest is that you are actually sunshine for all of us, for those of us that have been able to experience your light in our lives. I appreciate you being on today with me and taking the time to boil an egg and share a little bit about your life.
Thank you so much. And I'm excited. I'm excited for you and all these episodes and all the different ways to make an egg.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone. We will see you next time on How to Make an Egg 27 Ways. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with me in my kitchen today. Remember, food is love, and life's better when we share it together. If this spoke to you, send it to a friend, and I'll see you on next week's episode.